I think this is probably my favourite automatic finalist. It's a really great pop song with lots of dramatic orchestral arrangements. I love Alma. She's a brilliant singer and brilliant performer, as we've seen in Amsterdam and London and all the other places. I like the addition of English. I'm probably the only person who does. I think France are coming back to being among the top bods of Eurovision, and I think this is going to do quite well. I don't know if it's a winner, but hopefully France are on a roll now. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
so fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I have to agree, this is definitely my favourite out of the automatic finalists. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that really big hit song in France, Dernier Dance. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you need to listen to it, because I wasn't a massive fan of Dernier Dance, but it had a nice tune to it. But I like this one a fair bit more. It's got a really nice tune to it, and I've started to relearn French so I can understand like some of the lines in this. And just going through the English translation, it seems to be quite a bit of a... I don't want to say deep, but it's kind of like an interesting take on a love song. It's kind of like, it's saying stuff like the wheel will still turn even if we're not turning anymore, and I will still love you for all time and stuff like that. And it's an interesting take on a love song, kind of. And I have to say that the addition of the English didn't bother me. I mean, it kind of like weirded me out because I was so used to the original, but it's kind of like what happened with Amir's song last year. It's like once you hear the Eurovision version, once you go back to the original version, you're like, oh wait, that doesn't sound right, because then you're now used to the Eurovision version. If that makes any kind
absolutely.
of sense. But yeah, I'm hoping that this can do quite well. I mean, there was a video that the official Eurovision YouTube channel put out, like, what does a head of delegation do? And they were talking to a few heads of delegation, and one of them was the French head of delegation, and he said that, well, without giving too much away, he said that they were in discussion with the production team to try and come up with something that will look impressive, but a kind of like staging that would be a bit different to how the staging looked for me last year. So I'm kind of interested into what this impressive thing they're planning for is. I've got quite a great bit of appreciation for this new French head of delegation, because it seems, I get the impression that
haven't we all?
Yeah, because I get the impression that he really cares about Eurovision and he really wants to make the best entry possible for France, and you know, I admire that. I mean, that's what you want from a head of delegation, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this, and I hope it does well, because the song is... I really like the song, and I think that it deserves to do quite well.
I think it should. I mean, it definitely won't live up to... It definitely won't get up to the sort of Amir, you know, like, who came in sixth. Like, it's not going to get sixth, but it'll come easily, maybe, like, between the whole 9th, 15th place is what I'm sort of thinking. Because, like, it's a strong song. Like, don't get me wrong. It's actually, like, the highest of the big six in my own personal top 10. I put it 9th or so, like. It is a strong song, and like Alma is like, she's a very lovely girl. Like I've seen her do interviews during the pre-parties, and she seems like, you know, she's very confident. She knows what she's doing. Like she's gradually starting to, like, she's improving with the song, because obviously when the song first came out and she first gave her first performance, she was fairly shaky with the vocals. Now she's getting used to it. It's coming across more sort of genuine, you know. My personally, I really like. Okay, there's something really quintessentially French about this, and I don't know if you guys sort of visualize things as you listen to a song. Like if you just get an image of like, I don't know, croissants in your like on the street, you know, like, and it's just having a cup of coffee or something like that, struggling down Moulin Rouge, that sort of thing, you know.
Oui.
Like, oh, but like when I like first heard this, I was like, wow, like France is actually really trying now to try and come back to being a powerhouse, because obviously from I don't know, like when was the last time France actually sent a really good entry before Amir, like Patricia Cass, like, but that was just a once-off. So it seems like, you know, that sort of passion is now starting to come back with Eduardo Grassi, the head of delegation now. And like, I love the rhythm in it. There's just something that's like really infectious about it. And like, as you were saying yourself, Kylie, like the lyrics, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say they're deep, and I'm gonna say like, they kind of do, for me, they kind of talk about like existentialism, like, you know, will our love carry through even though we're not technically alive anymore, you know, like it's very up in the air. The one thing though, I didn't mind it when the English lyrics came in, but like, there's kind of two things, but like the chorus, like I kind of missed the French chorus, because I thought like the un an deux ans cent ans, like that part, the way that the lyrics and the melody sort of went up with the lyrics, I thought that was fantastic. And then it was just kind of switched in, and it was like it kind of lost a bit of the oomph. Do you know what I mean? And
yes.
And as well as that, now obviously I don't know if you guys like pay attention to like how the melody loops around the instrumentation, and just like, because I'm like a really nerdy person for that, but I feel like when they did the revamp, like the sort of the oomph that the beat was given to, you know, like in the pre-choruses and the eventual chorus, I feel like it kind of took away some of the charm from the whole song. Do you know what I mean? It was like, I felt like it had sort of lost a little bit of its, you know, joie de vivre. And it's like, now, like, it's still a really good song, but I just think it's just kind of lost that sort of edge that it had. But it'll still do really well for France, and I'm really hoping that they sort of keep up this sort of process, you know, like where they're picking up and coming stars, and like with really contemporary pop songs, because that is just working out so well for them now. Like compared to like I can't remember, like Angoon, even though as much as I love her, like that song was not going to do well. Like now you've got Amir and Alma, you know, like stars that are actually up and coming, you know, they're recognized, they're actually like in the charts in France. If they keep that going, then, you know, we're going to see a new era for France here. I can definitely say that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll recognize that, and that will continue.
Yeah. I hope so. Okay, any last words on France before we give the first goals of the week?
No.
Merci. Okay.
Oui. Bonne chance avec ton apprentissage de français. Good luck with learning French.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Oh, okay, so let's give France a score. J'ai donné la France 4 points. I don't know if that was correct. Any French people, please tell me, was that anyway correct? I hope so, but yeah, 4 points.
Je pense que c'est vrai. I think it's right. Moi aussi 4 points pour la France.
Et moi, la France 4 points aussi.
Oh, okay. And le foule, the public.
Oui.
Oui. I was trying to say they also give it 4 points, but I completely blanked on what it would be in French. But yeah, it's 4 points from the public as well.
Good.
Il est dans la France 4 points. Merci.
Yay.